Hi, it's Simon from Milwaukee Motors. Just a quick update on my 600 SEL project, and I also want to talk about the breather pipe that goes in the centre of the bank. So, what have we done today? So, just here you will see a small reservoir. That's for the powered steering, very small reservoir. So, what they actually did, they also put a small tank, which you might just see, where is it? There. It's a small metal block of reservoir for powered steering. So two small reservoirs powered steering. I used a vacuum pump and drew out what was in there. And as you can see, it's virtually black. So I cleaned the filter, which is on the side of the pump, and replenished with fresh fluid. What I'm going to do is, when the car's running, is do a proper bleed of the powered steering and the hydraulic suspension. So the upper timing chain covers have been resealed. I've also sealed these magnets. If you need to remove these magnets to make fitting the timing chain covers, it makes it easier. So I resealed those, so everything's nice and tight now. New water pump, new thermostat housing. I cleaned up these pipes here that connect to the thermostat housing and put a couple of new sensors in. Distributor cap, new distributor caps and rotor arms, and fitted all those back in, and these covers. New pipes for the powered steering. Fans back on. So if I show you the fan, so when you've got a viscous fan, you generally want to give it a big push, and it just turns about a quarter of a turn, and then you know it's not too loose and it's not too tight. If it's too tight, you get loads of whistling noise and it will be sapping power. If it's too loose and it spins around maybe 1 or 1.5 turns, then it's not going to cool the car properly and you need to change it. But this one's original Merc and it seems okay, so I'm going to leave that. So let's talk about this pipe in the centre of the V. So I took this pipe off expecting something to be in that middle black cylinder, and there's nothing in there. It's just an open chamber. So I'm not sure what it's for. I can only guess that because there's a crank breather pipe, it goes to the front of the V and down. I guess you might get foaming, and it's like an oil separator, so it stops this breather pipe goes to the back of the V, splits into two, and goes around each side of the block to the throttle bodies, and they draw the air off of the out of the sort of cylinders inside the engine. So I found no reason on the web what this pipe does. So I guess it's just sort of some air separator, but there's nothing in there. But this is one of the original pipes. It's a hard pipe, you can't bend it, and you can see there the splits. This is how it was when I took it off. The other pipe at the other end was the same, but I had to cut that one to get it off. So that one's was split around the same. So that gives you lots of air leaks, which gives you bad running problems. So what I did, I had some 19mm triple reinforced silicone pipe that came off a race car, or was ordered for a race car, never used, and some stainless clips. So I replaced the hard plastic pipes with those. However, because the car runs a lot of vacuum from the breather, you run the risk that they could collapse. So I put a stainless pipe inside. So it's triple reinforced silicone on the outside, and then on the inside it's solid. There's stainless steel in there. to get this pipe out is real hard, because it goes into the back of the V there, and right around here there's a little M6 bolt you have to get off to release this pipe. But it was really difficult. You've got in the back here, if I just move those out of the way, you've got this heater pipe going across, and it's just below there, just to the left there, there's an M6 bolt you need to undo to release this pipe. So I suggest you either renew it with the Mercedes replacement part, or you effect a similar repair that I've done. I'm pretty certain that mine's going to last years and be very durable. It bolts to the block just there. That's quite difficult to do, but it's doable. It just takes a bit of time. So once you've cured those air leaks, the other problem of air leaks are these risers. They're just a piece of metal, and they bolt onto the heads here, and then the inlet manifold bolts to these risers. Originally they were plastic, and these green O-rings were part of the plastic, and they deformed and they let in air leaks. These ones are the modified ones, and they must have been changed at some time on this car, because they certainly weren't the original plastic ones that 91 and 92 cars came with. So I've got new O-rings for these. I'm going to replace these. If you've got the plastic ones, you need to change them. You can probably buy these second hand on eBay, these metal risers, and then just put new O-rings. So this side, it has a sort of standardish looking gasket, and this side you've got the O-rings, and the manifold goes on the top. So that's the update for today, guys, and I'm going to do some more work tomorrow, and I'll do another video, and hopefully